Okay, so when an object is thrown up from a height in meters represented by s, is given by the quadratic equation s equals negative 5t squared plus vt plus h. The v is the velocity, t is the time in seconds, and h is how far above the ground, the height above the ground when it started. So the problem they gave us is that this person is going to be on a platform 8 feet above ground. And they're going to be throwing it at a velocity of 18. So I took the equation that they gave us and I put in the 8 for the height above the ground where it started and the velocity being 18. And then we want to go ahead and factor this, and we also put 0 in for the height because they're asking when will the ball hit the ground, and ground is equal to 0. The height of it is 0. So now we're going to factor this. Well, I see this starts with a negative 5, so I need to pull out a negative 1 first before I factor it, because you can't have a negative on that first term when it comes to factoring. And then multiply the first and last, and we get negative 40, and we list those factors to look for the one that's going to be creating our middle term. The largest one's negative, because that's what the sign of the middle term is. And the set that equaled negative 18, the middle term is right here. So we can rewrite this as 5t squared plus 2t minus 20t minus 8. And then we can factor by grouping. And over here we'll pull out a negative 4. We get 5t plus 2 here also. So our two sets of factors are 5t plus 2 and t minus 4. Now, to solve for t, you make each one of these their own equation. You write them as equal to 0. And so when you do that, subtract 2 from both sides. And so you get 5t equals negative 2, and then t divide by 5. And then here we're going to add 4 to both sides. So now we either have it took negative 2/5 of a second or it took 4 seconds. Well, you can't do time travel backwards. So it had to have been in 4 seconds that it took from the time it was thrown until it hit the ground.